Why Minnesota United versus, say, MLS team or European team?
I don't think it has to be versus necessarily, but I live in Minnesota. I've lived here since the late 90s. This is my local team. I've been coming to games since it was the Minnesota Thunder back in the mid-2000s.
Why Dark Clouds versus, say, just going to the games?
Like I said, I got into this by meeting some of the original Dark Clouds, Bruce, Andy, Neil, all of those crazy people, and I don't think I'd have been as deep into this as I am now if it weren't for them. And 10 years later, it's definitely still Dark Clouds.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Excuse me, let's do this the right way. Dark Clouds! Thank you. Hey, there are two things. One, it is almost 5:30. It's about time to get our stuff cleaned up and get the hell inside. Two, in case nobody noticed, Kevin Friedland is standing right there.
Yeah. WOMBATS. Yeah, wombats. 4 of them. Yeah, but make sure they're like happy. I don't want like sad wombats. That's not fun to deal with. Nah, it's cool. Yeah, okay. Oh, hey, I gotta go, bud. Yep, bye. What? Dude, don't even worry about it. Intro.
I'm not going to.
You shouldn't.
Well, welcome everybody to another episode of Two United Fans. I'm Kyle.
I'm Notch.
And today we want to talk about something that seems to be missing in the Minnesota landscape. We've been talking to some of the soccer fans who are Dark Clouds, who are just some casual fans in the aftermath of last season. And they all seem to be saying the same thing, that there's something that's just kind of missing now that the season's gone. And a lot of that is due to just the community of the Dark Clouds and what we go through in a season. But when we go around and talk to other people and try and tell them about, what it really is to be a Dark Cloud, what it means to us, what it means to other people, that's tough to do with just words.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's and that's what we've tried to do in this episode, is go back, look through some of the footage that we've got both at the semifinal and at the Dark Clouds Supporters Awards that we held at the Nomad World Pub. And put together a compilation of footage, of interviews, of footage of the game day stand on the semifinal, and bring together about 30 minutes of what it means to be a Dark Cloud, why we do what we do, why we appreciate this experience as much as we do. So in the next, again, 30 minutes or so, you're going to see, again, footage from the NASL. We're going to take you back to the semifinal. You're going to see interviews that were taken on that day, interviews that were taken at the Nomad, some other awards being handed out at the Nomad for the Dark Cloud Supporters Awards. And we also had some special guests.
We did. We want to send a thank you to Matt Van Okel and Brian Kallman. They took the time to step outside in all the snow and slush and tell us a little bit about their season, how it went, as well as what it means to them to be hanging out with the Dark Clouds. And all the players that were there, we want to thank you. Everyone was great to hang out with at the Supporters Awards.
No, it was a really fun night. So again, thanks to everybody, non-players and players alike, who did choose to interview with us, who you're going to see coming up. So let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back on the semi-final, which was like November 1st? November 8th? Something like that. It doesn't matter. It's a date that will live in infamy. So infamous that we don't remember it. Alright, we're going to take a break right now.
See you guys.
What do you like most about Dark Clouds / following the team?
That's a big question. I guess the friendships that have been formed and the camaraderie about getting together and drinking some surly and tailgating and talking soccer and just everything that comes along with it. The anticipation of seeing everybody week after week here at the Nomad, watching away games, or at the National Sports Center.
You make me happy when skies are gray. I should have snuck it in my phone. Oh, Milwaukee, full of losers. Please don't take my Cleveland away.
atmosphere on Saturday? Just really briefly.
To be fair, we got to grade ourselves. We graded everybody else. We were perfect. We were amazing. It wasn't our fault. No, it was I thought it was a pretty good atmosphere. If you watch it on TV, you saw we had, 3 sections pretty much filled with dark clouds. A great turnout from a fan perspective.
Yeah. 6,000. 6,000 was the attendance on a cold, 20-degree, blustery night. You could see the flags flying in the background.
Speaking of Dark Clouds, why follow Dark Clouds versus just like go to the game, something like that?
You got, several hundred friends at the games when they're a Dark Cloud, man. That's people use sports as a communal experience, right? You want to be with other people. Think of it as like church. You don't go to church and don't talk to anybody else. You go to church to, be a part of a thing, of a group of people. And Dark Cloud, soccer, Minnesota United, that's my church.
You were in the press box for the game?
I wasn't. I was down with the Dark Clouds. I couldn't watch the playoffs in
No?
the press box. No.
I love it. Awesome.
Yeah,
So what did you think? Where in the stand were you?
I got there a little late, and I brought a bunch of friends who come occasionally to games, and they're not diehard Dark Clouds, so we were off to the side a little bit. But you could, our section was more standing, less chanting, but a lot of the chants still got our section riled up. I mean, it was just the entire crowd, not just the Dark Clouds. Everybody was into the game. The video when the boos rain out and the cheers and the groans and
you know what? Like we do the chant of like United. You can actually hear people in the grandstand shouting that actually with the clouds, which was so cool. Watching that video again. And I will also say, 2 of us, along with Lando and Jim, Chris, and a few other people, have been the people in front of the crowd. The capos kind of leading the crowd. This time there were like 7 other people who just came in and joined us, and were just leading the crowd. And
It was awesome.
It was amazing. I mean, the spirit there. I think in the misery after the final whistle, we forgot about all of the good times we had up until that last penalty kick went in, and then everything is forgotten. And
I think honestly, a part of it that made it just so awful is knowing there's no more soccer.
Yeah.
For like 5 months. April. We gotta wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard because it's just been so much fun. It's been such a great season overall, and just a great team, and we have a lot of fun in the stands, and.
Do you like the kind of transparency with the team? Like you can walk up to the sidelines and shake the players' hands.
Oh, of course. Even that extends beyond the players themselves into the front office. Like I have, casual acquaintances with people in the front office. I know I ask them a question on Twitter or via email and get a response. Like, you don't get that with many professional teams, regardless of sport, regardless of league. So that's really exciting, and I think bodes well for Minnesota soccer in the future.
Really quick, Joe, what do you do for the team?
Yeah, account executive. I sell tickets.
Yeah.
James Horton, Minnesota United, account executive as well.
I'm Tyson Hill. I run the digital media, so Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all that fun stuff.
So, Tyson, how does it feel to get berated on Twitter by all of us, like, people who go home after the games and we're like, we miss being at the game?
I mean, it's kind of rough, but I miss being at the games too, because I'm a fan. I was a fan before I started doing the digital media and stuff like that, so
Yeah.
I feel for you guys. It sucks not having games every weekend.
It's been a hard off season. Like, I miss being at these games and, like, having fun, you know? Like, is that true? You guys walk around in the, like, sweet suits and we're all like, whoa, we're the plebs. They're like, you know, like, got the, like, little pin. I mean, is that fun? Do you enjoy doing that?
I have to admit, this is probably the first Minnesota United event I've been to where I'm not in a suit. So it's kind of nice and refreshing to be a little bit more casual now in the off season. But yeah, we miss being
fun to hang out with you guys.
Yeah, I mean,
suit or not suit, I just want to hang out with you guys.
No, it's good. I mean, I'll be honest though, like, there was a time that we went to the, it was at the start of the season, we went to the Mall of America, and then the cops came and they were like, oh crap, like these protesters are here. And then there were these two guys in the suits who like went up and like were like, guys, look, we got a suit on.
So I'm here with a couple of gyms today, and we're going to talk a little about what's going on tonight. So guys, what brought you out here? What's the thing you're most excited for tonight?
Well, tonight is the annual Dark Clouds awards ceremony and charity silent auction. So we've been doing this for years now, 7 to 8 years, that we have players donate old gear, jackets, shoes, a lot of shoes, books and stuff. And then we have other supporters that will give out books and posters and all that kind of thing. And we silent auction it all off, and then we give all that money to a charity. And this year it's for the Santa Foundation. I would link that on the bottom of the YouTube if I was you.
That's right, somewhere here. Up here.
Up here.
Right. Guys, we're here at the Dark Clouds charity auction. What's been the most fun you've had so far tonight? Have you bid on anything?
Yes.
Yes, I have. Someone else might bid on it if I say it out loud.
Exactly.
What are you trying to leave here today with? Like a memento, something you can use. Like
something you can use. Yeah. Though I would not say no to that iron skillet.
There's an iron skillet. Why haven't I bid on this
Signed
yet?
by the team.
I don't know.
Team signed iron skillet.
Shit, but then you gotta use it to cook.
No. It's like, well, you can hang it on your wall and use it to hit people.
Oh, maybe.
Or a
Okay.
first weapon. Yes.
So have you guys bid on anything today?
Yeah. I haven't looked yet. I always wait till the very end and then sneak in and steal stuff.
Oh man, he's the guy who goes on eBay like 1 minute before the auction ends and then takes away that like pair of undies that I wanted to buy. But like, you know.
And I wear them on my head. I don't even wear them properly.
No, there's always great stuff at the auction though. Last year there's a ton of awesome stuff. This year there's a ton of awesome stuff.
So what are you hoping to take home with you?
I'm hoping to take home books and beer.
Books and
Books
beer.
and beer.
Surly or Summit?
I bid on Summit this year.
Okay. Which book did you want to get?
There was a couple actually.
I brought the
I'm gonna
books,
forget
by
their
the
names.
way. I donated all the books.
Nice, nicely done.
Our Dark Clouds librarian, Bruce McGuire. We do appreciate his services.
I just
Hey guys,
appreciate the quirkiness and the shenanigans.
What's
Shenanigans.
Hey, it's Matt Van
Oakland
here in cold Minnesota. Anyone who's willing to take a white paint roller over their chest is okay by me.
You guys don't
What
know.
about-
You do not know how
Hey.
bad that sucked to peel off. It peels.
Really?
It peels off people that don't have a shit ton of hair on their chest.
I imagine that would be better than standing in a place and waiting for Floyd Franks to run at you from 15 yards away and hit you as hard as he could.
But the question I have is, if you have this paint peeling off and then you gotta like shave your chest again, doesn't that make you more aerodynamic as you're flying through the air? Like, it takes that like nth of a second less to get to the ball.
I try not to shave my chest as much as possible because that's man.
So let me make an introduction really quick just to put it on tape. This is Brian and Matt. They do something with the team. I'm not quite sure what. And hey, so guys, what's this season been like in terms of the experience? Like, you know, for you guys, like just going through the entire year.
I think if you ask me and Maddie, being the longest tenured player on the team and the second longest, I think the biggest thing is the Dark Clouds. Like our first few years, there was like 30. Like I remember my first pro game. It was my 22nd birthday. A couple of my good buddies were in the game, and they started cheering like Brian Coleman, and the few Dark Clouds that were there at the time started cheering it. And then I don't know if that's why our coach at the time put me in, but that was my first pro game. But now it's like if you're two guys cheering for one guy, you're not being heard over the Dark Clouds because they've grown exponentially. They're 300 strong, going crazy all the time. What do you think, Maddie?
It's been, I mean, we have been here since, I mean, we used to play at Central and St. Paul, and then going back to Blaine for the resurrection there, and seeing the difference of how big the Dark Clouds have gotten it is ridiculous. I mean, I still get goosebumps thinking about those days when they were chanting, "You'll never beat Van Oekel."
You still do.
I know.
Still do.
I still love that chant.
Can you hear that from the
Oh,
field?
stop.
I'm always
I hear it all the
curious.
time.
Like,
I love
know.
hearing that chant. Yeah, I dream about that chant constantly.
Like one of the big things that if you ask so when I'm on the bench, if you ask the other guys that are on the bench, like they kind of laugh about it because when you guys are cheering, I know all the songs and I sing them on our bench. Like someone in the front office will walk by and I'll say, "Hey!" and they turn and look and I say, "Minnesota." Hey! and I mean even Jamie Watson the other day, he texted me, he's like, "Hey, ... and I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Minnesota."
That's so awesome, man.
And it's fun for everyone. I think that's a reason. I mean, obviously our club's done a great job at marketing us and stuff, but I think the Dark Clouds and the crazy fans and the ones that want to cheer and give us that environment, I think that's a huge reason why people come to our game for one time and then they keep coming back.
Well, I think, I'll be honest with you guys, it's two things that, I'm a new fan, and what kind of got me hooked on it was the amount of fun that you guys seem like you're having, too. And the fact that you all make the time for us as fans, it's huge. Like, I saw something on Twitter where you were talking about making sure that you were always shaking hands with fans after the game. And that's something that we really respect. And so, but getting back to the first one, it just looks like y'all are always having fun. Like, this team is a fun place to be.
I agree. No, I agree. I think one of the things that we'll both agree on is since we've made our championship run a few years ago, it's always a really tight locker room. We always get along with each other. I mean, obviously there's little things here and there, but that's to be expected. We're all competing every day against each other, and we have to push each other. That's I think another reason why we had so much fun is because we were so damn good this year. We were good. Like, if you look at for instance, the Swansea game, there were guys on that team, myself included, that didn't get a lot of playing time throughout the year, but we dominated Swansea. Like, we beat them. Like, we scored 2 goals, and then we were like, all right, we're gonna have to defend, and we shut them down. And there was other games too that we're way better than we have been in the past, so it's awesome.
I have never seen the Clouds having as much fun as that game. It was.
Can I have Kintaro Takada come up here? Everyone knows this guy. He's been a totem of our club for years. Everyone loves Taka. What time is it? What time is it? All right, I want a bunch of people up here to take a photo with Taka. The first award that we have to give out, I'm actually not going to take out of the box because it's a guy that I don't think could be here tonight. We're actually giving the Buzz Lagos Lifetime Achievement Award We don't do this every year, but Dan Barnes. Raise your hand if you know Dan Barnes. This is seriously like the Dark Clouds original gangster test. Like, we know that you're an OG Dark Cloud if you know who Dan Barnes is, because he's the guy that ran our forum in the, like, dark ages of 2003? 4? 2001, right. So, crazy forum where a bunch of Dark Clouds were talking on the internet, organizing around each other. Dan gave it up finally because the internet has moved on and soccer fans have moved on and it's gotten way bigger and it's gotten way better.
What's the forum called?
USL Discussions. Oh. And so, newcomer of the year is always the person who it's voted on by the Dark Clouds. It's the person who comes in, has the biggest impact. This year it was obviously the guy that really this is the last award he didn't win, right? So Golden Boot,
New Player of the Year.
New Player of the Year, everything. The NASL definitely recognized him a ton. We had to give it to Christian Ramirez, who, yes, right. Round of applause for Christian Ramirez. So our Player of the Year this year again is sort of, this is another sort of notch on a crazy bedpost of things that he's been the whole league with. That Miguel Ibarra ran the table. He's our Player of the Year. He's the MVP. So the most important awards that we give out, though, is for all of you guys, right? The jackasses of the year. We pride ourselves on the stupid shit that we do and how it goes viral on the internet and how fun it is. This award goes to people who make a real difference for Dark Clouds, and like this gets voted on by our social media reach and the people that I usually email. So this is actually like when you receive this award, it's people that have actually felt your influence in their lives and that like you made them have a good time at a soccer game. So I have two different ones to give out, and I have two different stories to tell. The first one that I give out is our first Jackass of the Year is Doreen Hartzell. Yeah! And if you've never seen our award before, it's a bobble butt donkey. Yeah! It has been for many years.
That's the second ass award you've got.
First one was him,
Keep your
right?
spring break stories to yourself.
Anyway, everybody knows Doreen. Everybody's seen her work. Doreen is I always call her our Minister of Arts and Crafts. But she's the person who has been really captaining our TIFO efforts this year. And she's taken it in a really fun direction of like weird puppetry and like kind of small scale, like not improv theater, but like mask stuff. There was like
there are still like 8 chip masks in my car if anybody needs one.
yeah. So what Doreen has done is when we see videos of this stuff and it goes viral on the internet, like you should thank Doreen because we do TIFO differently than people anywhere else do it. Because in other places it's how big do we make the banner and like what ugly thing do we say about the other team. But here, like, we do things a little bit smaller scale and take a video of it, and I don't know. But we just pursue people's creativity, and this is the creativity that's driven a lot of the TIFO that we've done this year. So let's see. So the last Jackass of the Year award that we have, it's funny because the contribution that Doreen made was amazing, and it was all through her art and creativity and through just making goofy stuff. The other person that we have this year is Nashiket. So, not to say that he's not creative, he's not artistic, he's not, like, obviously, like, Doreen is the queen of all that shit. But for someone who has, like, stepped up and said, what can I do? Can I stand in front of people and scream at them until they sing at the athletes? Can I don't know, help organize something? Can I do my own podcast? Can I do more stuff on the internet? Lindsay,
Can I
you're
yell
killing me
at
with this
crying
goddamn
Indy
microphone.
fans?
What's that? You said it. Yeah, no, get that shithead in the red hat up here.
You're the guy from the commercial.
Yeah, right? Hey, so even, he's working for, that. They didn't pay him for that. His face is on the front print that we met, or did they?
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. Oh, I wish Nick was here. But so we've had, and again, this is voted on by all the Dark Clouds, so everybody recognizes this incredibly telegenic face, and you know, he looks good in print, right? Maybe that's all. But so everybody, thanks Notch for all for just jumping in the way that you have. That you're finding all new ways to contribute all the time, and so we made you that shitty little trophy.
Woo! I don't do this because like I have the time or what. I do it because I like hanging out with all of you. So if you weren't here, I wouldn't do anything.
There's a great relationship between the team and the fans.
Is that something that you like, then, like, kind of the relationship, how it's kind of, you can always come up to the fan, or the players always come up to the fans, something you like?
It's personal. It's our team. These are not guys who are just here because they got drafted and dumped in this city. They're guys who are recruited to come here and play here. And
they're not the designated player getting millions of dollars to come to Minnesota to play.
And you can pick up the players who are really active on social media. You get that dynamic that they're genuinely enjoy being on this team together too, and that's something you can sort of get excited about and share in.
Right. Okay. What episode is this? 10? 11?
11.
11?
Yeah, because
All
I
right.
called. No, wait, or is it 9? I don't remember anymore. Because I made the mistake in the credits where I called that one episode 7 when it was 8, I think. Bro, I don't remember.
Okay.
At all.
I was just going to say, so it's Two United Fans, intro to somewhere around number 10. All right. Ready? And action.